All right. We're live, right? Hi,
Yes.
everyone. Good evening. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Magandang
Hello.
gabi po.
Hello, magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi.
Gabi. So, medyo Tagalog tayo ngayon, no? Kasi ngayong gabi, papanoorin natin or papag-usapan natin ang isang Pinoy BL series, which is Gameboys. So, pasensya na po, no? Medyo mag-break muna tayo from Thai BLs because we also want to highlight yung homegrown BL series na meron tayo sa ngayon. As you all know, maraming Pinoy BLs na lumalabas ngayon. And one of the most, I guess, matunog is Game Boys, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about Game Boys tonight. And then later on, we are going to watch the premiere of episode 8 live. Right. So thank you again, guys, for being here. If it's your first time, hi. And just to introduce ourselves, my name is Mike. And to this side.
Ako ba?
Yes. Nandito na tayo. Nandito na talaga tayo. So this is Nico.
Hi.
And then this is Maya over here.
Hi. Kamusta?
And this is Patty over there.
Kumusta po? Magandang gabi.
And then there's Mark.
Hi, magandang gabi. Ay, ganito pala.
And then there's Ange over there. Hi, Ange.
Yo, pose.
Yung napag-judge tayo ngayon. All right. So again, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. We appreciate you doing that. And again, this is going to be a night of discussion. So it's going to be based on our own opinions. We are not affiliated with any organization. This is really just a group of people who've become very interested and involved in the boys love genre and community. So we're here basically to share our thoughts, to share the love, and to also share our passion, if not our interest, for the boys love genre. So whatever we say, it's based on our own opinions. You might disagree, you might agree, but in any case, just let us know. Shoot us a comment or shoot us a mail or let's say a letter, and then we'll go ahead and respond to you as well. All right. So we appreciate your input and your feedback. Okay. So I guess to get things started. A little bit of a background on Game Boys, right? Maybe the plot or the, let's say, how or what it is about. So Game Boys is basically about a gamer. His name is Kai, and he's played by Elijah Santos. No, Elijah Canlas. Oh my God, see ang
Canlas.
Oh my God. So nerves, no? All right. So first time jitters. But in any case, so Elijah Canlas plays gamer, right? And then he was doing a live stream, and then he played with this gamer named Gabriel, right? And it turns out that Gabriel has an interest or is interested in Cairo or Kai. So he was able to win versus Kai. And then Kai, of course, didn't want to leave it at that. Kai wanted to do a rematch. And when he invited Gabriel to do a rematch, Gabriel basically showed his intention and said that he wanted to court Kyriel. So from the very first episode, that's when it all started. Basically, you have this gamer coming into the picture and then not just challenging Kyriel in terms of his gaming capability, but also in terms of, let's say, his perception of relationships, his perception of himself, and basically challenges him to play a game of love. Yun.
Yes.
For the entire series, right? Do you guys have anything to add to that, or are we good?
We're good.
Okay, so we want to talk about the series now. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that we want to talk about, and I guess we want to share as well, right? So for each of us, how did you become acquainted with the series? About Nico.
Yeah, well, I think it was you who sort of introduced me again. Kumbaga, sa case ni Ange, di ba Ange has a Patty who supported her all the way sa BL experience niya and journey. Ako naman, meron naman akong Mike Poblete. So,
Buo talaga, oh my gosh.
so ganun siya. So, I wasn't really alam niyo naman yung parang backstory. I wasn't really interested in BL before until I watched the first series and then tuloy-tuloy na no hanggang ngayon. Namimiss ko na nga yung Thai BL. But right now, we try to sort of experience and have a taste of the Pinoy BL, sabi nga natin, no? But Mike sort of introduced me to Gameboys and then syempre, medyo nahahype na siya slowly before. So, the first episode that I watched really got me at the very, very beginning. Sabi ko parang, there's something about this series. Kasi ang short lang niya. I think it was about 10 minutes. Tama ba, Mike?
10, almost 10.
10 minutes.
Finish.
Ganun lang. But I got a lot already. Diba? Then, di ba sabi mo rin, Mike, dun sa podcast, sabi nila parang, it wasn't really intentional, yung script. I mean, they wrote the script in the beginning. Tama ba?
Well, what they said in the podcast, and this was ends late, right? So
Okay.
Ivan Payawal basically said that they didn't really have the entire script for all 10 episodes completed. They were
Right.
basically like had the first two maybe worked out, but then they wanted to see what the reaction would be on the first episode before they started completing the scripts for the succeeding episodes.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah, amazing.
Ang galing.
So, di ba, parang dun pa lang, it really got me. And then, nung sinabi nga ni Mike kanina sa conversation sa group chat natin, sabi ko, wow, ang galing naman ng mga to. And then, all the other episodes really got me all the more. Kasi parang, in a short span of time, they were able to condense everything, like all the story, even the narrative, na parang, ang iksi lang, yung dialogue napakasimple. Pero, nakuha na talaga ako dun. So, how did I get acquainted? Basically, it was through Mike. And then, to the first episode talaga, na parang, hi, gusto ko siyang panoorin ng tuloy-tuloy. And ito yung series na, I did not expect a lot from a Filipino BL series, ha? Kasi all of us came from, alam mo yon, the Thai BL feels, di ba? Alam na natin yan, di ba? Critiqued na natin, di ba? Nabash na natin at lahat, di ba? So parang na-immerse na tayo sa Thai BL, basically.
Yeah.
But here's this Pinoy BL na parang, wait lang, lumalaban din pala ang Pinoy. And then given na ganun yung limitations niya, parang I was so amazed, no? That they were able to pull off something like that. And given na ito yung panahon, no? Nasa quarantine sila, pandemic, no? So sabi ko, ang galing ng production, Idea First. Congratulations for this. And by the way, thank you to Idea First for letting us show the video later kasi nagpaalam tayo sa kanila, no? Just to let everybody know. So thank you so much for letting us
Thank
live
you.
video later na mag-premiere, no? Sa episode later. So yeah, that's it for me, Mikey.
Thanks very much, Nico. So for my part naman, basically I'm a voracious YouTube viewer, no? So of course, things pop up in my recommendations. Alam niya ni Morong. Joke. So bale, basically Gameboys just showed up on my feed. So I said, oh, okay, so this looks interesting. So I basically sort of like clicked on it. I watched it. It was 10 episodes, but then from the very first episode, I was sort of like hooked already, right? So it wasn't the best quality production. We'll talk about that maybe later on. However, what happened was it was basically two individuals who were very, I guess, relatable in that sense. And because it wasn't Filipino, of course, it was more easily understandable. So you get the nuances of what we're talking about. You also have this very relatable situation because it is filmed and it's basically a story about two boys during the pandemic that we are currently in. So, di ba, parang it's basically love online. It's basically love during the time of a quarantine. So it was really, really something na parang, okay, this is very promising and I want to keep watching. I want to see where this goes. So there. How about you, Maya?
And taking off from what you said, so it is basically about our lives during the pandemic, and it's not just the usual BL, diba? Na parang kasi I've seen a few BLs, I haven't seen a lot,
Yes, you have.
but at least for the ones that I've, ha?
You've seen a lot.
medyo. But compared to you guys, not as many as the ones that you've seen. But I mean, compared to the other ones that I've seen, the other ones are really focused on the struggle of the relationship, especially being in a same-sex relationship. Tapos, yung kilig, yung internal dilemma, do I love a boy, do I love a girl, ganyan. But this time, it's different. I feel like it's the story about the reality that we're experiencing during the pandemic, told through two couples or two guys na couple. It's just so happen that it's just told through the BL lens, and that's nice kasi parang it's like a piece of history in a way na it's telling the reality now during the pandemic, and it shows what we're going through now as people who's in the lockdown, and probably 5 years, 10 years down the road, we'll see the series again and we'll know, okay, this is what happened during 2020. And para nga siyang ano talaga, para siyang it's really stepping up beyond the usual BL storytelling.
Right.
Pati, biglang. Sorry, biglang seryoso ng topic ko.
Sa akin naman, usually, parang ang nangyari sa amin ni Ange before is that ako yun yung unang manood and then I recommend kung ano yung okay sa akin. So this time around, it was Ange who recommended to watch Gameboys. So sabi niya, grabe, kinilig daw siya. Kasi ang basis namin ng clip is yung smile from ear to ear. So, first episode pa lang daw, may smile ear to ear na siya. So sabi ko, sige, I'll give it a try. I'll watch it. So sabi ko, so yon, pinanood ko siya. I watched the first 3 episodes all in one go. Tapos, medyo busy-busy na. So kaya, hindi ko na na-keep up. But nonetheless, natuwa naman ako so far with Gameboys.
Alam, mas-spoil ka mamaya.
Ay, oo nga.
Okay lang.
Wala.
Okay lang. Hindi, okay lang. Actually, patapos na ako ng episode 7. Habang nagsasalita kayo, nanonood ako.
Yun ang multitasking. Diba? Kasampalit ka ba? Diba?
So yun. So far, natuwa naman ako sa kanya. Tsaka may kilig talaga. Naalala ko yung mga days na nanonood together na kinikilig ako. Tsaka, hindi ba kapili silang dalawa? And it's very, very natural lang. Plus the fact na it's something that we can really relate to today kasi yun nga, we're living through a pandemic and at the same time, puro virtual kasi yung makitaan natin. So, ang cute lang talaga. Something na gusto kong panoorin 10 years from now and I'll remember, pinanood ko yan while we're on community quarantine.
Something to tell your
Yes.
legacy. Awesome. Thank you.
Yun siya.
Ayan. So ako naman, actually, when I first saw yung kasi nagbigla sila nagsulputan lahat-lahat eh. Parang merong Gameboys, then merong others, then merong madami pang iba. So parang, nung una nakita ko siya na parang, okay, so may attempt na kasi I don't know if they already thought of it way before pa. Pero ako kasi as a viewer, as an ordinary person, I see it na parang since nag-boom yung Together sa Philippines, so parang siguro dun galing yung since meron ng platform, merong audience, meron kang basically fan base na manonood sa'yo if ever you create a BL series in the Philippines. So parang parang many production houses tap the opportunity para mag-produce ng content on their own. So one of which is Idea First na nag-produce nga ito nga si Gameboys. So nung una ko siyang nakita, actually nakita ko pa lang yung poster. Parang okay, medyo colorful. So parang okay, feeling ko medyo light ganyan. So yun lang. Parang I got acquainted with it lang kasi I have friends na part of another BL series in the Philippines who's parang episode 2 or 3 na ata nila ngayon. I don't know. Sorry sa friend ko, pero ano lang. Pero lang, hindi na ako masyado updated. Pero I watched the first episode. Okay naman. Pero ayun. So nung nakita ko na part nga siya doon, so syempre it drew my attention and interest. So I looked for others na din. So doon ko nakita si Gameboys na which I've seen before. Tapos nakita ko na okay. So maingay pala siya. Maingay pala siya sa Twitter, sa Facebook, and all the other platforms. So, yun nga, I've always been interested to watch it na since before. I just couldn't find time for the reason na what keeps me up here in the pandemic season. Yun lang, medyo busy kasi ako ng content. Pero
Yes.
ayun, nung pinanood ko na siya eventually, so I don't want naman to compare it to a Thai BL kasi I'm sure, I'm not, actually
Right.
pala ako sure, pero kung ako yung gagawa ng Game Boy, I don't want my content be compared with any other series. Pero for an easier understanding, it has kasi it has the together feels. It has this parang light lang
Totoo.
mood, and it has this parang kilig agad in the first scene na you'll really appreciate na despite everything that's going on in the country and in the world, parang it's a breath of fresh air, and really kudos to Idea First for as in overcoming all the obstacles of this very challenging content creation, especially now na I don't know if they parang are the actors like angling the camera themselves or what, we don't know yet, pero for a very well thought of na it's very creative, so really kudos to them.
Yes. Thanks, Mark. Lady in Pink. Yes.
Yes.
So actually, I got acquainted with the series because of really P. Nico and P. Mike. But partly, it's because of talaga, Hello Stranger. So, since nga parang I got immersed in the BL world, syempre na-curious ako dun sa mga Pinoy BL series natin. And yung laging trending na nakikita ko is yung Hello Strangers, and kaka-start lang niya. But sorry kung sino man, baka mabash ulit ako dito. Pero sorry
hindi.
hindi kasi ako natuwa sa Hello Strangers. Parang
Ako rin, sa mga
I was
katagad, yeah.
I was expecting more. So,
Sorry.
yeah, that was my comment, and I actually messaged you guys. And then P. Mike and P. Nico recommended Gameboys to me. So sabi ko, sige nga, start ko. Kasi, yun nga, para may iba naman, gusto ko Pinoy BL naman yung panoorin. And then when I started watching the series, oh my God, as Patty mentioned, parang first episode pa lang yung smile ko from ear to ear na. And parang ang tagal I mean, ever since together, hindi na, parang wala na akong ganun na feeling dun sa mga succeeding na series na napanood ko. So, super tuwan-tuwa ako. And it's also perfect kasi since nga medyo busy-busyhan tayo lately, it's just 20 minutes. So, talagang nasingit ko yung oras para panoorin siya. So, yun. And I wasn't really expecting that much from Pinoy BL series kasi nga parang medyo nagsa-start pa lang tayo sa genre na yun. Pero grabe, sobrang hindi ako na-disappoint with Gameboys. Like the actors, the story was very light. But then, yeah, yung progression niya, it's really parang yung sakto lang talaga siya. So that's it.
Perfect. Yay.
Thank you. So I guess let's go to the comments because there are some people who are putting comments on the page.
Sure.
So first off, so I guess it's you, Maya.
Hi, Ronald, Alan, Antonio. Hello. Thank you for watching, Ronald.
All right, so Ronald, there's your shout out. And we have a comment from Lance. So according to their interviews, they have direct Ivan on another screen while the actors set up the whole thing, from angles, staging, lighting, etc. Yes, Ivan actually mentioned that in his interview that it was really frustrating for him because normally you would have people doing the setup, right? And then the actors would just show up on, I was going to say on stage, would just show up and then do their part, act out the scene. But now, since they're doing it from their own homes, they have to set up everything from the camera to the angle to the background to even the set, right? So medyo na-frustrate daw siya kasi gusto niyang tulungan pero hindi niya magawa because he can't physically be there. Let's also say hi to Joss Yang.
Yes.
Sawadee kun. Hello, Sawadi.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, hi
Hi,
Joss.
everybody.
Thank you for joining us again.
Hello.
And
Hi.
also, thanks din pala for Luke, for Lance, for jumping on here after the live meet with the reactors on the Idea First Facebook page. So after that one, he came over here. So thanks, Lance.
Hi.
Thank you.
Siguro
Yay.
Mikey, siguro Mike, before we jump off to the next parang part of the discussion, no? So parang take away ko lang from this, no? Because I was kind of like, tama sabi ni Patty and ni Ange, no? I wasn't really expecting a lot from the BL
Yeah.
production no? Pinoy BL production But yun, sabi mo nga parang it's a different kind of theater no? Parang hindi na siya television It's like everything was being done by all the actors, even the setup no, sa likod. So I think that's another skill set nagbago na no, for the
Right.
actors. And that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's just yeah. Sumikat no. Both I think both Hello Strangers and what do you call this Gameboys. Kasi I think Hello Stranger also had the same dynamics Di ba sila rin nagsaset up ng background nila and all.
Right.
Nag-iiba lang I guess in permutation I guess. So I was like sort of expecting a lot lang I guess from Hello Stranger, but I'm sort of gaining sort of interest na rin somehow for the other series kasi it's the first for the Pinoy BLs no? So support pa rin natin no kahit super
Right.
rallying behind tayo ng Gameboys no. Nasa 4th episode pa lang yata ang Hello Stranger no. So let's
Yes.
expect more from that series naman definitely. But Gameboys, yes. Shall we go to the next part? No?
Yes, let's.
Okay. Ayan.
Okay. All right, so I guess I'll weigh in first, no. So my first impression of the series, siguro judging from the poster lang, parang it seems interesting because it's very colorful, and then you have these two young, youthful looking, and also pleasant to the eyes, easy on the eyes kind of peeps. So of course I'd be interested there, no. Pero overall, yung first impression ko talaga after watching the first episode was it didn't feel like it was a very short. I mean, it was a short episode, but it didn't feel like it was short kasi parang there was a lot that happened. I mean, they were able to deliver so much in just a very short span of time, no? And well, in terms of siguro the expectations, hindi ganun kataas yung expectation ko because virtually for me at least, parang hindi ko talaga sila kilala. They're not like maybe Tonal Brusca, who is very well known already, right? So parang they're very low key pa. And in terms of let's say si Kokoy, I know him more because he recently was in a film that became very famous, right? But apart from that, I really don't know what other work they did or parang what other things they've done. So parang it wasn't very high yung expectations ko. And also I didn't know the director, I didn't know the idea first company. I mean, with for example Black Sheep, you know them because of the movies that they previously made, right?
Yeah.
And I later on realized that Idea First was involved in the Panty Sisters, right? But then again, for me at least, hindi ko na-attach yun. I wasn't able to attach them to any commercial presentation or commercial movie. So that's why hindi mataas yung expectations ko, right? That was my first impression. Of course, after the first episode and after watching it, that first impression changed. So they've been able to deliver, and I guess we'll talk more about that later on. No? But siguro, long story short, from the first episode to the 7th episode, it just kept on building. It just kept on setting the bar even higher. And I'm very, very happy that this kind of series and this kind of platform is now becoming more popular and is now paving the way for other BL series.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Right. Ako naman, siguro, first impression ko would be, I'm not really a gamer, no? And I don't have anything against gamers at all, but I'm not really interested in the computer games at all. I easily get bored. So, ganun kasi yung posters parang gaming, and then gamers and all. I wasn't really that interested until Mike really sort of told me na parang, uy, maganda to, ganyan. May kwento, ganyan. So my first impression was kind of like, ito na naman tong Pinoy, nakikisabay na naman sa Thai BL. Para
May eksena.
May eksena.
Riding on the tides.
Yeah.
And parang they try to restructure everything to make it seem new, pero hindi naman talaga, di ba? How nouveau, charot. Ayun nga, parang that's what I'm thinking, that's what I thought. Parang I thought wala masyadong madedeliver yung Gameboys. But when I watched the first episode, talagang nagbago yung impression ko. Yun lang.
Yeah. Ako naman, I wanna jump on what P. Mike and P. Nico mentioned. Kasi actually, same, I wasn't really expecting anything. Wala akong napanood na trailers, wala akong nakita na posters or anything. I just based on the comments of P. Mike and P. Nico. So parang, fine, I'll start watching the series. And then, yun nga, when I started with episode 1, talagang nagulat ako. Kasi parang, nung nag-usap sila, nakagana na ako. Nakakilig sila? Bakit gano'n? Tapos, parang totoo yung characters nila. I guess, it's because of their very effective acting talaga. It's very natural. The script is also realistic.
Right.
And, yun, yung first impression ko talaga was yung acting and yung pagka-natural ng series. If we're just basing on episode 1. And that's why parang I decided na to follow na the rest of the episodes. So, yun. I think, yung major reason din bakit talaga sobrang delighted tayo dun sa series. Kasi wala talaga ni-expect eh. Tapos biglang sobrang ganda pala. And then coming from, yung medyo parang na-disappoint ako ng another series. So, I think kaya mas dumoble yung pagkatuwa ko dito. So, yun lang.
Alright. So, Patty or Mark? Or Maya, I think?
Maya.
Okay. Mataas kasi expectations ko sa kanya only because you guys were raving about it. Kasi I saw it late in the game already. Kasi I started watching when episode 7 was aired, diba? And I found out about it because you guys were talking about it in the group. And every time you talk about it, and every Friday, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., grabe, 100 messages kagad kayo. Intense for everyone who's watching. So we're part of a Facebook group. They're so intense every time they talk about it. As in. So I know this must be good. And my expectations was built up. Pero minsan naisip ko din, ay shit, baka pa bebe to kasi gusto ni Ange. It is pa bebe. I'm sorry, that's not a shade, but to each his own. But
I love pa bebe stuff.
But it is pa bebe in a very meaningful way.
Is.
And it is in a very delightful way. But yun nga, so my expectations was high up. I thought it would be pa bebe cringy, but it's not. And it lived up to its expectations dahil nga you were raving about it, and now I understand after seeing it why you rave so much about it.
Right.
Okay. Sige, I'll go next na lang.
Go, Patty.
Alright. So ako din, first impression, actually I wasn't really expecting anything. When I saw the poster, I was like, okay, sige. Tapos sabi ni Ange, okay naman daw, natuwa daw siya. So pinanood ko siya. But then again, yun nga, wala akong expectation. And apparently, upon watching, parang per episode na nanonood ka, tumataas yung kilig level mo. So, tumataas yung expectation mo per episode. And so far, hindi ka naman siya nakaka-disappoint. So, kaya natutuwa naman ako. And kahit na, yun nga, nagsisinga ako na sana mas binigyan ko siya ng oras panoorin. But nonetheless, sobrang natuwa naman ako so far. Hindi pa niya ako nag-disappoint. And yun, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko talaga is that it's very realistic. Parang both Kai and Gabriel can be any of us. And even Pearl.
Yes.
And parang may mga characteristics sila na na talagang makaka-relate tayo na parang, oo nga, tama ka dyan, Pearl. Pearl is such a mood, parang gano'n. May mga gano'n instances. Diba?
True.
Parang, okay, sige, natuwa lang ako. And for a Filipino series to do that, sobrang nakakatuwa at nakaka-proud talaga.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patty.
Yeah. So ako naman, actually, it drew my attention when people were talking about it on Twitter. Kasi parang every Friday nagte-trend siya sa Twitter and there are a lot of reviews, positive reviews dun sa mga tweets ng mga tao. And I also see your thread just like Maya kasi honestly I just watched it this afternoon. Like from episode 1 to 7. So later I'll watch episode.
Nag-marathon siya.
Yes. While having my ice cream and everything.
Iba.
So, So, nung una, nakikita ko kasi yung mga messages nyo every Friday night. So, nakikita ko na parang ang daldal naman itong group chat na to. Nakakalimutan. parang when I see the notification bar ng cellphone ko, na parang, hala, 100 plus messages. Babakreading ko pa ba to? Hayaan ko na.
Mahal kayo dyan.
Ayan. For the times naman na binakread ko siya. For the times na hindi. Joke lang. Pero may mga times na binakread ko siya. Yeah. Pero nakikita ko naman na you guys are very happy with what you've watched. So parang, okay, so just like Maya earlier, no? Yung expectation ko medyo nandun. Nasa taas talaga. Kasi people are really saying, like, giving good reviews about the series. Then, when I watched it this afternoon, girl, it did not disappoint. Oh my God, I love her.
Inaantay ko talaga si Mark mag-review.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, meron siya for the first time hindi nag-bash si Mark.
Critic
Hindi
Inaantay ko si Mark.
That means Oscars levels to. Kasi
Cannes Film Festival. Oh,
Ayun. Just like Mike earlier, no? Kasi ako din, hindi ko masyadong kilala yung actor. So maybe that's a good thing kasi you have no expectation about everyone. Except siguro for Kokoy since I've known him with the famous movie and all other works of it.
Yun, hindi ko alam
So,
yun. Ano famous movie?
Offline na lang. Joke lang.
Flash ko ba? Flash ko ba? Joke lang.
wag na. Okay.
Joke lang.
Ayun. Nakita ko lang na when I saw Kokoy na parang okay, sige. So I'll give it a try kasi I've seen Kokoy already. So I know he's already a great actor. But the others kasi I don't know yet. So when this afternoon I got to know them better. So nakita ko na parang okay, it's really promising. So very promising yung lineup ng actors na gumanap dito sa Gameboys. And really, I think they have a very good future ahead of them. Like when all this is over, when we're all back to the normal content creation setup ng mga production houses, they really have a good future ahead of them. So I'm really excited to see more of what they do.
Yay!
Cool.
Perfect.
So, guys, just a time check. I think the video is going to be premiering in about a minute. So,
Ooh.
So, natin. So we can, actually the next part is on plot and character. Baka we can skip this part and then tuloy-tuloy lang tayo.
we can go back to it later.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me just open that. No.
So, let's see. Are you guys
Let's watch
excited for this?
Pearl.
Pearl is a mood. Pearl is always a mood.
Yeah. So, speaking
Diba?
about that,
Grabe. Oh my God.
the podcast, and they were saying there is gonna be a series for Pearl, diba? Yung GL naman.
Yan naman.
Right, so Pearl is gonna be the one starring.
Oh,
so-
yeah. I got that hint niya. Parang ganun.
However, they haven't really provided any specifics on if it started filming already, when it's gonna be released. So that's pretty much up in the air right now. No? And in terms of the series and a second season and the movie, parang during their interview, which was like a couple of days ago, I think, a few days ago, for End State with Quark, Mel, and Ramon, I think that was. So they basically didn't provide any confirmations. I'm like, is there gonna be a second season? Is there gonna be a movie? And they're like, you don't know yet. So I think they're keeping us in suspense, like intentionally keeping us in suspense, so that we're gonna be so hyped up for whatever comes next. But definitely, I'm looking forward to the Pearl of the Orient or Pearl Next Door.
Yes, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, definitely, right? And I think this is one of the things that Gameboys and the other BL series are doing. It's basically giving us, I don't know, it's basically paving the way for this genre to be able to penetrate the Philippine I don't know, entertainment industry, right? Because for now, what we're doing is we're watching Thai, Korean, Japanese series, right? So, Pinoy BL. All right. Okay. So,
Ay, eto na.
Okay, audio. The next.
yes.
I can hear it.
For those watching with us, this is going to be our first reaction video. So, bear with us.
And the live one at that.
Pero while waiting, can we talk about how Gabriel says, baby?
Baby.
Grabe, every time talaga baby siya, baby. Kinikilig talaga ako. Kasi, oo, with his big sad puppy dog eyes. As in,
Especially when
parang,
he looks
yeah.
at the camera.
And 20 seconds.
Ayan, oh my gosh.
YouTube
Can I
thing
just say,
pala
I
yun.
really love yung countdown ni YouTube. Ang ganda. Sorry.
YouTube pala yung
Sure.
nakakanood ng GMMTV.
Akala ko rin ko ng TV yun.
Oh, I can't
Wala,
hear.
nag-deactivate na talaga. Ano kaya nangyari dun?
So, he deactivated, right?
Pati ito. Sana ayos lang siya. Morning, baby. Kain ka ng breakfast mo, ah. Alam ko may pinagdadaanan ka. Kung pwede lang, nandiyan ako sa tabi mo, eh. Pero gusto ko lang malaman mo na pag kailangan mo ng kausap, nandito lang ako. Hi,
Charot!
baby. I hope you're doing well today and every day. Oh, nasya tayo.
Oh my God!
Huwag naman puro french fries kainin mo, ah. Tsaka huwag ko rin papagutom. Okay? Mm. Hi, baby.
Sorry.
Good night. Sweet dreams. Sigurado akong sweet ang dreams mo kasi ako yung nasa isip mo bago ka matulog, eh. Pero
Saan ba nakakabili ng
Sorry,
isang
na.
kokoy? Oh my God.
Mukha ka naman yung matutulog.
Napakyaw na yata.
Good morning,
Papakyawin
baby.
natin.
It's daily reminder to smile and always be strong.
Oh,
Parang ganito.
Sorry.
Tatawagan ko na ba siya?
Aww.
Ready na ba ako?
Ano pa iniintay mo, girl?
Yes, sponsorship.
This
Pearl.
guy, naman okay lang siya.
Oo nga, eh. Nag-aalala na rin ako sa kanya, eh.
Let's just give him time to grieve. Alam mo, mas ikaw nakakaalam ko ano pinagdadaanan niya. Teka,
Pearl, best girl!
Oo naman. Alam, buti lang talaga magaling ka mag-stalk. Confirm natin kung ano nangyari sa kanya.
ako pa ba? Tsaka naka-public
wait.
naman yung post ng Kuya London niya, no? In fair, cutie din. Ang laki ng legs.
Ano ang nakinangalan?
Napansin lang,
Legs!
ilang pictures yung tinignan mo at umabot ko sa conclusion na malaking legs niya.
Inaaliw ko na yung sarili ko. Ayoko kasi ma-depress, no?
Oo
Oh
nga.
my God, I love her.
Ayoko kasi na hindi mo lang nila napaglamaya yung dad nila.
Sobrang sakit siguro nararamdaman ni Cairo ngayon. No?
Imagine, hindi mo na nga nakita nung may sakit. Tapos, hindi ka nakapagpaalaman lang.
Iba pa rin kasi nakita mong ilibing yung taong mahal mo. Kahit
Right.
pa paano may closure.
Feeling wrong si Boylet. Let's just give him space. Alam mo, for sure, kukontakin ka rin niya kapag okay na siya.
Straight lang. Wala akong magawa dito eh. Gusto ko siyang yakapin. Gusto ko siyang damayan. Alam mo kung nakita mo na itsura nung umiiyak siya?
Kaya nga, you need to be strong for him.
Alam mo, konti na lang talaga malalabag ko na tong batas na to eh. Pupuntahan ko na talaga siya.
Timang ka talaga eh, no? Paano ka naman naabot doon kung mahuhuli ka ng pulis? Dadagdag ka pa sa iniisip ni Boylet. Ay,
Makita ko na na okay siya. Okay na ako.
I love the message on the top.
Yeah.
And there's always these advisories, no? Or COVID-related stuff.
Right.
Ash.
Ako'y umihiling sa mga bituin na ikaw ay dumating. Sana'y makapiling.
I like the song.
Oh my gosh.
Hinahanap ka pag
Ang galing.
di ako mapakali.
Wow.
Kahit sandali.
This song is giving me feels right now.
I got sumaasim balahibo ko, grabe.
Sa'yo
Oh, what's the that?
Oh my gosh.
pa rin ang aking pangako na tayo magtatagpo. Sa ngayon ang hiling, ika'y
So they were really close, no?
makapiling. Ako'y umaasa na paparito ka upang
Oh my gosh.
sumaya at hindi naluluha.
Here's the turntable.
Muling hiling na ako
Oh, yung vinyl. Oh,
Correct. It was a gift from his dad, diba? For his graduation.
yeah. Cute.
Sanang daan sa iyong puso pupuntahan kahit malayo tutuparin ang aking
I really like how they're doing this now. Na parang those who
Right.
passed away are not
Yeah.
just statistics, but they're also people.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are actual stories.
They're
Galing, no?
humanizing the statistics. Yeah, very
I love
good.
it. Galing, galing, galing.
Ang galing. Ang galing nito.
puso natin magkakasama rin.
Is that his real dad or is it like an actor? Can somebody say? Put it down in the comments.
Not sure.
Oh my gosh. Uy, Diyos ko dahil.
Ayan na.
Here we go.
Hey baby! Kamusta ka? Okay ka lang ba? Ano nangyari? Ano nararamdaman mo?
May toothpaste ka pa rito.
Ayaw mo toothbrush kasi ako. Hindi ka na toothbrush. Sabi ko naman, ikaw yan eh.
Excited eh.
Let's go, Kokoy.
Kamusta ka naman ba?
Natanggap ko pala yung pinadala mong flowers. Thank you ah.
Alam ko, hindi sapat yan para mapagaan yung nararamdaman mo. Kung gusto mo pag-usapan, nandito lang ako ah. Kung ayaw mo pag-usapan, nandito pa din ako. Kung ayaw mo nandito ako, nandito pa.
Oh, cute!
Ano pa ganun ko napapangiti kita.
Pakisabi
Sana
rin
all.
pala kay
Sorry.
Pearl. Thank you.
Sige,
Scissors are
sabihin ko
red.
mamaya. Siya yung tumulong sa akin para malaman ko ano yung nangyari.
Kaya pala. Nakingit
Mm.
talaga kayo.
Bakit naman?
Oy.
Wala, may kaibigan kasi ako dati si Risa. Sobrang close din kami nun.
Oh. Nasaan na siya?
New character.
Who's that?
Umamin kasi siya sa akin na nagkakagusto siya sa akin.
Lahat naman magkakagusto sa'yo, baby. Cute mo kaya.
Mabana talaga
Ay,
ni
ano
Angel.
nangyari? Naging kayo?
Sana nga, naging kami na lang eh.
Yes, girl.
Kasi ano nangyari lahat.
Yes, girl.
Matagal niya na kasi tinatago na may gusto siya sa akin. Kaya sinabi ko sa kanya na hindi ko siya gusto. Yun, sobrang saktan siya. Tinanong niya ako bakit. Kasi I wouldn't fall for her, di ba? She's beautiful, she's nice, she's intelligent. Lahat nagkakagusto talaga dun.
Hindi mo talaga siya gusto. Hindi mo siya gusto. Wala ka lang i-explain.
Kaso hindi niya nga yun maintindihan, Gav. Dahil nung nireject ko siya, parang lumiit pa yung tingin niya sa sarili niya. Kaya nag-decide ako na sabihin na yung totoo. That I'm not sure I'm into girls.
Oh.
Akala ko lang maintindihan niya eh.
Bakit? Anong nangyari?
Sinabi niya kay mama at saka papa.
Ito rin yung kwento.
Kalat niya sa school, kalat niya online.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Tama yung hula ko last
Trying to figure
episode.
out and understand
Galing.
myself. Kasi tinanggal niya sa akin
Right away.
Tinanggal niya sa akin yung pagkakataon na makapag-decide para sa sarili ko. I just really
Bad
thought
trip
she
naman
was
si
my
girl.
friend. Pero
Tumurlat na to.
nag-apologize naman siya later on nung na-realize niya yatang mali siya. Baka nadala lang siya ng galit sa akin kaya niya nagawa yun.
Sira pala siya eh. Wala siyang karapatan gawin sa'yo yun.
No one does.
Hirap nga ang sitwasyon natin. Mas pinahirap niya pa.
I was really scared. Hindi ko alam harapin si mama at saka papa. At si kuya at saka Paris. Na hindi nila alam. Hindi nila kilala kung sino talaga si Cairo na nakasama nila sa bahay. Hindi ko kasi talaga kakayanan kapag di nila ako natanggap eh. Kaya nag-less ako. In the middle of this pandemic, si Papa lang. Mahina na kasi talaga resistensya nun eh. Bukod pa sa asthma, may heart problem din yun eh. Pero dahil alala siya sa akin, kahit alam niyang delikado para sa health niya, lumabas siya sa bahay para hanapin ako.
Okay.
Para hanapin ako. Sabi ni Kuya, araw-araw siyang lumalabas para hanapin ako. Hanggang sa nagkaroon na siya ng symptoms.
No, Cairo. It's not your fault. Huwag mo na singin sa sarili mo, baby.
Umuwi lang ako nung nalaman ko nagkasakit si Papa. Hindi ko bala siya nakausap. Dahil diniretso na siya sa ospital. Kasalanan ko, kaya nangyari to.
Hindi, baby. Wala kang kasalanan. Be so hard on yourself. Hindi mo naman alam magaling yung mangyayari eh.
Alright.
Valid yung takot mo. Valid yung nararamdaman mo. Hindi mo kailangan sisihin yung sarili mo.
Cairo.
Ay! Oh my gosh! I'm sorry.
Si Kuya ba yun?
Oh, mas kuya. Si kuya na malaki yung legs.
Oy.
Hindi kailangan sisihin sa sarili.
Oh, my friend. Charis.
Oh.
Alam ko naman talaga kung bakit nangyari lahat ganito eh.
In fairness sa kuya, ha? Diyos ko.
How old is he?
Kaya na ako siguro nagsisisi kasi wala akong magawa para mapabuti ang sitwasyon.
Hindi ba awkward na nanonood lang si... Parang... Kailangan
May point ka
naka-broadcast
doon.
talaga.
May point ka doon.
Sorry, immediate reaction. But you know, it's a touching moment. I don't want to spoil it.
Wala akong kasalanan. Okay.
May so love Elijah talaga.
Very important to be family.
Galing, galing.
Oh my gosh.
Laki-laki mo na, iyakin ko ba?
Pati legs mo malaki.
Little brother, no? Nakalaki mo na, iyakin ko pa rin.
Sino naman to?
Ayun.
Yung
Ito ba yung
spoon.
nagpapadala dito ng mga pagkain at flowers? Ayos
Ayun.
ah.
Aww. Aww.
Oh my God.
Sweet naman.
Kuya.
Ayun.
Ay, kuya.
Boom. Ano yan? Ay, nako.
Oh my
Ay,
God.
ano ba yan? Ah.
Go, girl. Yes, sir.
Pero wala pa nga ako sinasabi.
Bakit? Kailangan ba may introduction bago kita awayin?
Okay, gets ko naman yung reaction mo, bakit yan. Pero pwedeng kausapin mo muna ako.
At bakit naman kita papakinggan?
Of all people, you should understand me. Pareho lang naman tayong ex ni Gav, no?
Hoy! Hindi naman kaparehas!
I love it.
Matagal na ako naka-move on kay Gab. Wala na akong pagnanasa sa kanya eh. Di katulad ng iba dyan. Bitter pa rin.
Kaya nga gusto kitang kausapin. Gusto ko mag-apologize kasi na-realize ko naman yung mali ko.
Sobrang mali talaga. Sobrang asshole move yung lahat ng ginawa mo. Alam mo, gusto kitang bigyan ng mag-asawang virtual sampal.
Okay, fine. Asshole na akong asshole. Kaya ako nga sila gustong makausap eh.
Wag
This
na.
quarantine is really affecting my mental health.
Hoy, Terence! I know this crisis is affecting everyone's mental health. Pero, kapag may kagaguhan kang ginawa, don't use mental health as an excuse. Own up to your mistakes, make up for it, and don't do it again. Ngayon kung sincere ka sa pag-apologize sa
Go,
dalawa,
girl!
now is not the right time. Alam mo, nanggigigil pa sila sa'yo eh.
Sorry. You're right.
Go, girl.
Pearl, best girl!
Kasi gusto ko lang naman ng kausap.
Ganda ni Pearl. Oh my God.
Lungkot-lungkot lang kasi.
Normal lang naman malungkot eh. Bakit ba kasi ayaw mo aminin? Alam mo, why not use this time to reflect on your actions? Hindi ka naman masamang tao eh. Oo, minsan asshole ka. Pero sana mawala yung lungkot na nararamdaman mo.
Para talaga siyang voice of reason, no?
True.
Best character.
Yes.
She's the friend we all want to have.
True.
Yes.
Oh, he's deleting your photos.
Sino nagde-delete?
Pa-zoom
Sorry,
muna
hindi ko
bago
mabasa.
i-delete.
Is it Gab or Terence?
Si Terence ata.
Si Terence.
Si Terence.
Dine-delete na niya. Nagmo-move on na siya.
Wow,
Correct.
character development.
Wow.
Yes.
Finally.
Oy.
Yun, highlights.
Ayan. Paki-zoom niyan.
Tapos may backup pala siyang lahat ng piano.
Ang galing.
Arte.
Kabebs.
Si Mami.
Mami.
Ang kuya mo nandyan? Si Paris.
Si Kuya po may kinuha lang sa kotse. Tapos si Paris po tulog na.
Okay.
Hindi pa natin nakikita si Paris, no? Ever.
Hindi pa.
Okay.
Kailan po pala balik nyo rito, ma?
Saglit na lang. Pwede na akong umuwi dyan.
Nararamdaman po ba kayo, ma?
Ano ka ba? You don't have to worry about anything. Talagang na-expose lang ako sa maraming tao nung kinuha ko yung ng papa nyo. I just wanna be safe. Oh, sige na, siya na.
Ma, wait.
Oh,
Ma. I'm sorry.
why are you apologizing?
Because I'm not the son you think I was.
Oy.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm gay.
Don't be sorry.
No.
You don't
Oh.
apologize for being who you are.
Yes, Mama.
No. Ako yun.
Oy.
Oh. Can all the parents take note? The joke.
Yeah.
Mali sa'yo. Ako yung nagkulang. You know, I do all along.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't make an effort to gain your trust. Para maramdaman mo na pwede kang magsabi sa akin.
Best mommy in a BL.
Yeah.
Better than the DBK mommy.
Pero best dad yung dad ni Pete. Ay, ni ni Pete.
Kami yung pamilya mo. Kakamping mo kami.
Oy.
Na you are safe with us. Ng papa mo.
Oh my gosh.
Aww.
Ang galing naman ito.
Sorry.
Yuri ay.
Mahal na mahal kita.
Ang galing umarte.
Galing. Tatayo na ako.
Galing. Oh my gosh. Kalibre tong mga to, no? Galing.
Tapos lahat
Grabe.
indie actors, no? Ang galing.
Diyos ko, day. Oy.
Effective because they're just looking at the lens of the camera. Pero they
Yeah.
portray the emotions.
Perfect. Beautiful. Ang ganda.
Ang galing.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Aww. Tingnan na niya.
Arte. Grabe.
Grabe. Yan na ba yung rematch na hinahanap niya?
True. Yung pala yung rematch, no? Hindi pala sa laro.
Gusto ko yung bahay ni Coco eh.
Gusto ko ipaglinis ng kwarto si si Kai. Girl, may langaw ba? Ano ba?
Hindi siya makapag-meditate ng maayos.
Hoy! Ano ba? Hindi naman seryoso eh.
Sorry, Pearl. Gutom na ako eh.
Wala pa nga tayong 10 minutes na nagme-meditate, no?
Parang tanga naman kasi. Magigit lang pala tayo.
Ito kailangan natin, no? Para hindi tayo ma-stress. Nanaginip na nga ako eh. Grabe, ang weird.
Bakit?
Kasi ganito, may matanda. Tapos, sabi niya sa akin, ito daw yung bagay na pagpipilian ko para ma-survive ko yung pandemic. Sabi niya, si Alden Richards or face mask?
Huh? Sino pinili mo? Ba?
Oo, ano, kasi face mask, ba't yung face mask ba kaya kong bigyan ng Alden? No.
Fan ka talaga ni Alden?
Smart girl.
Mga dimples na ganyan. Di ba, Gav? Kaya nga ako
Oy! Uy, mamaya naman makita mo dyan, ha?
ayaw yung ka lang mag-isa. Che, bye!
Asas!
Baby, puro junk food ka na naman ha.
Bakit ba? Kung ako umiinom ng damo dyan, di kita pinapakailan.
Oh my God.
Sabi ko lang yan ang inumin. Basta huwag mo itong pakailaman yung chips ko. Hindi ko na umiyak eh.
Yan ba hindi lang, ba't di ka na umiiyak? Kala ko pa naman, okay nagpapasaya sa'yo. Kala ko yung mangiti na ito yung kakangiti sa'yo.
Oo nga. Itong chips talaga nagpapaligay.
Okay, nasa backstage daw si Patty.
Okay. Nawala siya?
Yes.
Ano yun? Hindi ko nabasa.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, hindi.
Ano yun?
Wait. That's his dad, right?
That's
his dad, right?
Nag-email.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Gusto pa.
Dear Kyra, I want to tell these things to you.
Alam ko naman kung anong sabi.
Hindi ko mabasa.
Dearest Cairo, I want to tell these things to you personally paggaling ko. But just in case na may mangyari at hindi ko na masabi sa'yo, sana itanggap mo tong email na ito.
Oh my God.
Nando, kahit sa mga nangyari at
Dad ba niya talaga yun?
ng mama mo.
Mukha.
Kung akong nasa posisyon mo, mararamdaman ko. Nahiintindihan ko kung bakit kailangan mong lumayo pansamantala at mag-isip. O syempre, papa mo ko, hindi mo naman may aalis sa akin na mag-alala kaya hinanap kita. Text ka sa akin sa ospital para humingi ng tawad. Ilang beses ko nang sinabi sa'yo na wala kang kasalanan. Pero baka gusto mong marinig sa akin na yung patawarin kita. I forgive you, Cairo. Forgive yourself too. Lagaan mo ang mama mo para sa akin, ha?
Naku, ang galing-galing talaga nito.
Sweet yung Camellia tuwing anniversary. Magmahalan kayong magkakapatid, ha?
Oh my gosh.
Always remember, I love you no matter what. Love, Papa.
Sabi ko, di lang ako iiyak eh.
Wala naman masamang mayak, baby.
May cheese na yung mukha niya. Sorry, yun yung napansin ko.
Hindi ko napansin, Amber. Ay, oo nga.
Ihilamos lang ako.
Ang lagkit mo, Cairo.
Cheese rings ba yan?
Hey, sabi dito, baka naman yung CCQ, oh. Sana naman, no? Para makapagkita na tayo. Baby! Baby! Tagal mo naman, may sakit ah. Baby! Baby!
Oh, yan, okay na?
Kulit?
Oo naman, cute ka pa din.
Tapos yung sabi.
Game! Nagpalit ka ba ng username? Ba't di ko makita?
Ay, oo nga pala, may bago akong account.
Ay, ito na!
Ano yung username mo?
Chef!
Baby Gav.
Oh my God, it's a yes already!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Baby na tayo kita?
Sila na! Ibig sabihin.
Oh my God! Yes! Masaya! I love it!
Yeah! Ang ganda! Maganda yung I like how it ended. As in.
Good vibes, I love it!
I love it.
End ko na ha!
Yes!
Ang galing!
Ang galing.
Perfect!
Ang ganda.
Gusto ko yun! I love it!
Oh my God, bumabawi yung idea. Bumabawi sila.
Gusto ko yun!
Medyo naiyak ako. Oh my gosh.
Ang galing!
Umiiyak ba si Mike? Oh my gosh.
Medyo na yun. Medyo gumilid lang naman.
Ako din, medyo nabasa eh. Nabasa.
Uy, palakpak naman! Palakpak to this idea first! Yay!
Mabuhay po kayo. Ang galing.
Congrats, guys! It's an amazing
super.
show.
Oh my God.
It's an amazing show.
So we would like to thank first siguro Idea first for letting us show the video. For allowing us kasi we had to get like the permission from them. Maraming salamat. This is our way to give it back to you guys. So ito na mag-review na kami. So ayan, ano naman ang experience natin? Episode 8. This is episode 8, no? Episode 8.
Episode 8, yes.
Yeah.
Where do we start?
We'll go, anybody can start. Oh.
Ang dami pa natin feelings. Kailangan na pause.
Wait lang. I need to take a moment. Magpapalit lang ako ng username sa chat na. Oh, joke lang. Baby ni Gab. Magpapalit na ako, baby ni Gab.
Si Patty nagpapalit ng luha.
Siguro while we're gathering our thoughts, I wanna check in with okay, sige,
maganda
go ahead.
yung bawi, in fairness.
Ako mag-start.
Good.
I think this is my favorite episode na kasi all of them had a character development, even Terrence that we parang hated so much. Parang now we understand na yung perspective niya. He's just parang going through something talaga. And it's very relatable kasi lalo na ngayon na lockdown yung sa pandemic, kung ano-ano talaga naiisip natin. So medyo naintindihan mo rin yung perspective niya. And eventually, naka-move on siya. So, yun, ang ganda. And then, sobrang natuwa ako kasi nahulaan ko from the last episode yung nangyari. Kasi sabi nung kuya ni Cairo, ano ba yun, parang kahit ano ka, patanggap ka namin. Parang, okay. Nahulaan ko kagad na, okay, siguro nagkaroon ng issue sila, nagkaroon ng fight, and then baka lumaya si Cairo, tapos nahawa yung dad niya kasi hinahabol siya. Which is, sobrang tama lahat ng hula ko. Pero kahit na nahulaan ko siya, sobrang natuwa ako kasi in this episode din, nakita mo yung kuya niya na nauna na parang galit sa kanya. Medyo naka-move on na din from that, and parang he forgave Cairo. And even his mom din, nung una parang hindi ko rin mag-gauge kung galit pa siya kay Cairo or not eh. Pero parang ibig sabihin from this one, kailangan lang talaga nila ng time to parang process everything siguro. But in the end, talaga sa mother, parang nangibabaw pa rin yung love niya from dun sa anak niya. So yun. Sobrang ganda. Wala na, ano pa bang pwedeng pure sabihin ko? Grabe na yung galing ko. As in, yung script niya, it's very relatable and realistic. Even yung sa dulo na pag-amin. Ang cute! Oh my God! Sorry na makapag-support sa'yo.
As in, hindi ko in-expect na gano'n siya mag-e-end.
Ang galing! Ang galing ng paso. And then, kita mo rin yung pagka-authentic niya when they tried to parang show yung sa COVID na cases.
Right.
Sobrang feel mo lalo na parang totoo yung story. Parang si Cairo, parang totoong buhay yung pinagdadaanan ni Cairo and ni Gabriel. So yun, ano pa ba? Lahat na ano pa bang pamuli hindi ko nasasabi?
Sige, go ahead. You wanna say something?
Go.
No, I was thinking kasi parang, actually, this is the 8th episode, right?
Yeah.
But it feels like the 10th. Ano yun? Parang it feels like it could end right there and then I'd be happy with it. Alam mo yun?
Actually,
usually, for example, there are a lot of TL series wherein the culmination of the series is basically yung nagka-aminan na sila. And here, nagka-aminan na. Kasi, we already know how Kai feels about Kai, but Kai is acknowledging that he's also on the same page, right? So that's why he changed his username to Baby Nigao. It feels like it's already the culmination. So now my mind is going crazy because what's gonna happen next? What are the other two episodes? What do they
How are
have
they
in store?
gonna top that?
Like, how are we gonna top
True.
that? And if there's another conflict, where is it gonna come from? Because it seems that all of the loose ends have been resolved already. Number one, di ba,
Yeah.
yung natatakot si Kai na hindi siya matanggap ng family niya, which was the cause of him leaving home in the first place, right? And now that's tied up very neatly. His mom and his brother have already said na they love him. No, and his dad, my God, that letter. I think I almost lost it when he read that letter. Because di ba, mahal kita no matter what. And that's exactly what you want to hear from your parents. If, for example, you're going through a difficult
Yeah.
time and you feel that you're not enough, and you feel that your very existence is wrong, if you hear that from a parent, if you hear that from someone whose opinion matters so much to you, and someone that you love, di ba? Parang iba yung dating talaga nun eh. So parang, okay, so there's that part. And then the second part is, yeah, are they gonna get together? Ano ba? And that was also tied up very neatly in this part. And then how about Terence? Is he gonna continue to, let's say, cause trouble for them? And it
True,
appears that
true.
he will no longer do that because he already, by his deletion of the photos, di ba? Parang it's an admission na parang no, I'm moving on from this, di ba? It was only the
True,
maybe
true.
I needed to feel important again. I needed to feel that someone cared for me again. And I was looking for that in the wrong place. And now I'm going to look for it in other places. Diba? So parang, I don't know how, what else is going to happen? So it's like, is there something worse? Diba? Kasi my theory, oh my God, and I'm bringing this up now. My theory na Gab, he infected with a virus. So,
Oh
is
no,
that
wag
gonna
naman.
Wag ganon.
No!
I don't want it to go that route. Pero parang, what else could happen in the next
Dalawang episodes na lang.
ano yun? So parang, I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to be too caught up in a negative timeline or a negative outcome. Pero these are things that have been, parang, I don't know, whispered or even explored in the dark web. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But for me, that was a very, very good episode. It's like, if I were to rate that episode, it would be a 10 out of 10. Like, seriously.
Nakapag-10 ka na rin!
Oo nga.
Wait.
May nagpa-10 na for Mike.
Yes. Episode per se, no? Parang, later ba, i-relate natin yung entire series so far. Pero for me, that was a 10 out of 10 episode. Kasi parang it gave you so many feels. And for that amount of emotion and for that amount of storytelling in that short amount of time, parang it takes a storyteller. It takes
Ang galing.
diba? Parang it takes someone who is able to, kasi iba yung pag-conceptualize ng mga magaganap sa screen, and it's one thing for the actors to be able to portray it, and secondly it's another thing for the script to be able to convey so much, kasi you can only say so many things in a span of like 20 minutes, diba? So you have to be able to choose the words carefully that the actors can deliver effectively to really hit hard and really hit strong.
Super.
Alam mo yun, parang, I don't know, I have so many...
Can I add lang konti? Actually, I agree with P. Mike. Parang paano nga yung next episode, no? Kasi I think kaya din sobrang tuwa tayo. Coming from episode 7, it was very sad. So parang you're expecting na this episode is very parang depressing, sad, and then baka siguro magkaroon lang ng light moment sa dulo na. Pero parang I was expecting na maging madrama tong episode nito. But hindi, nakita nila, parang I think fast forward na, and then yun, parang naka-move on na lahat ng character. So, hindi ko alam kung strategy rin ba ng writer yon na, kasi we were expecting na it's a sad episode, but it's a mixture of everything rolled into one. So parang, yun, ang galing nung writer for me for doing that. Kasi, hindi siya dragging, and then hindi rin siya parang mukhang sinik-sinik lang na na-resolve lahat yung, ang daming conflict na na-resolve eh. Pero
Right, right.
30 minutes lang yun. So, ang
They
galing.
tied all the loose ends.
And the thing
Yes.
is, parang yung mga resolutions, parang it didn't even feel rushed or forced.
Yeah, rushed
No,
up.
for me, parang it felt very natural. Alam mo yun? So
Yeah.
parang really, it was really good. How about you guys? Your thoughts? Or do we want to read the
Mikey at saka Ange, no? Parang in line with what you said, parang, si Lance, yeah. Go ahead, Mikey or Ange.
All right, so Lance says, if they follow the flow ng BL series, baka the last two episodes would be a reminisce episode, and the finale would be the full circle reprise. And that's very true, no? So maybe ano na lang parang nag-peak na, tapos parang yung ending is parang, magiging, parang normalizing na things na lang, or etc. Or parang sustaining the high that we got from this episode. Pero, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think I'm just banking on the writer, the director still delivering what we don't expect. Kasi parang they've done that in the previous episodes. Parang they never do what we expect. Alam mo, parang for me, it's always a cliffhanger, it's always a surprise. And maybe we figure out what's going to happen next, but then not exactly in the way that we thought, diba? So, I don't know. I'm just very excited for whatever comes in the next two episodes. I'm just really looking forward.
Siguro ako naman, parang, you've made mention already of these things, no? Parang I super commend the acting siguro talaga. Like, lagi yung reaction ko kanina eh. Ang galing ng acting ng nanay, di ba? Super, di ba? Si Ange nga, tumatayo ng ganyan, di ba? Napaka-natural lang talaga. But we also have to backtrack kung anong experience nitong dalawang, pating nanay siguro, no? Like, kung titignan mo yung mga indie films ni Kokoy and then the films also ni Elijah, no? Ni Elijah Canlas. So, ang gagaling. I think one movie na hindi ko talaga na hahanap yung movie na to, no? It's Kalel 15 eh. Is it Kalel 15? It's an indie film about this HIV positive, infected na bata no, in high school. And I'd like to parang search for this particular film kasi parang ang ganda nung characterization nito eh. Nahirapan siya. Imagine niyo, yung director pinapakain siya ng sardinas, no? As in from the can, straight from the can, like they had like 10 shots kasi hindi makuha-kuha yung shots pero kumakain pa rin siya. And that's an actor no? Kalibre na acting yun, di ba? So ako talaga parang I'm rallying behind Gameboys idea first, no? Because of the acting, siguro yung workshop na to, paano kaya no? Paano to via Zoom na lang ba? Parang paano yung parang internalization na to mga to? And for me, siguro minimal lang. Kasi, walang director sa harap So I guess, kudos to the actors. I mean, nanay, tatay, lahat na nandoon. Parang hindi talaga. Kung wala tong mga to, I don't know, parang hindi siguro ma-materialize tong material na to talaga. Yun lang masasabi ko. Galing.
Siguro I mean, if anyone knows if that was Kai or Elijah's real dad, can you let us know?
Yeah.
I'm really curious Kasi may baby photo pa with the dad. So
right.
So is it a real dad? Or
wala sa picture ginamit nila yung totoong photo.
Mukha
And I think that's what diba? Parang I think that's why it resonates. I mean, this particular series resonates with me so much kasi yun, parang it's grounded on reality. Well, current reality, basically, diba? So parang we're all going through it. And ewan ko, ang raw lang talaga.
Super raw.
I have other thoughts, pero sige, go, guys.
Si Mark na sinasabi kanina eh. Habang nanonood tayo.
Go.
Sino? Ako?
Go daw, Mark.
I just really love the yung in terms of character development, because you guys already mentioned everything, no? Na in terms of character development, they really tied all the loose ends already. So I think that's what's exciting for the next two episodes. Kasi if they'll introduce another conflict, will they be able to neatly tie it up again, just like the other conflicts that have recently tied with this episode. So, and I've also seen na parang everyone really had their own fair share of character development, even yung mga pinaiinisan natin, and eventually
Right.
na-reverse yung point of view. So in terms naman on the plot, so at first, honestly kasi at first, since ako nga, I've already seen lang yung mga comments ng mga tao na it's good. So I really don't know where the story will go after watching the first episode. So I really have no expectation in terms of plot. I just know that it's good. So yun nga, since I was not disappointed, nakita ko naman na the plot is really it's really good kasi yun nga, kudos din sa idea first na for making the story very relatable and at the same time very socially responsible, socially relevant yung
Yes.
yung pasok nila ng mga lines. Kahit yung mga basic nuances lang no, kapag nag-scroll sila ng kanilang social media, may mga excerpts ng mga articles makikita nila na parang very very relevant yung mga content din within the content no. So if you have a good eye and watching the series, makikita mo na very well thought of yung pagkakatahe nila ng lahat ng mga bagay for this material. What I also like about the plot is, although very short yung episodes, like, I don't know kung gaano katagal yung episode kanina, pero siguro mga 20 minutes tops, parang 10 to 20 minutes, parang for a very short amount of time, I really have to commend the writer, just like what Nico said earlier, na it's really, I don't know what else to say, but it's really good. It's a really good script writing na
yes.
You've tied all the loose ends. Kasi with this episode, kanina episode 8, no, you've introduced a closure to a very big, hindi naman siya conflict, pero very big rift in the story, you know, yung nag-pass away yung dad. So we're all devastated. We're all feeling what Kai is feeling. And at the same time, after 10 minutes, we're all kilig naman. So parang, it's really good. Ang ganda ng pagkakatahi ng story. And sobrang galing kasi parang us as viewers, na parang although ang bilis ng shift ng emotions natin, we don't feel rushed. We don't feel like we're obligated na, okay, dapat ito na yung mararamdaman ko. Kasi just like with other series, no, na parang when they introduce a new niche, a new angle of the story now shows the total opposite of what your emotion was in the past 5 minutes, nafe-feel ng mga viewers na parang, okay, hindi pa ako nakaka-move on, so should I feel happy na? I was just sad 2 minutes ago. Pero sige, for the sake of watching the series, I'll just ride with whatever you want, where you want me to go. Pero in this series kasi no eh. With a very short amount of time, they really gave justice dun sa viewers din na we do not feel obligated to ride with the tide of where they want us to go. Kasi sobrang effective ng script writing na we feel like kung nasan sila, nandun tayo. Sasabay tayo sa kanila. Hindi yung we feel like we need to catch up with them, to catch up with the story. So I really, yun lang. Sobrang galing. Oh my God. May bago kayong fan. May 6 kayong bagong fans. Yes.
Siguro
sobrang galing.
Na-convert nila yung resident critique natin.
Namin yan.
Oh my God.
Pero
yung resident basher na, naging resident advocate na.
True. Siguro just to add na lang to what Mark said, maganda yung sinabi ni Mark nung nanonood tayo. Sabi niya, ang galing ng pagka-humanize nila ng kwento at narrative. I think that's what really parang stuck to me na parang, tama no? Kala mo nung una series na parang we're able to like create that narrative na parang, totoo itong mga taong to. And that's tumaas yung balahibo ka. Parang gosh, hindi ko in-expect yun. Yun lang.
Yun. I just wanna add to that din. No? Kasi we've been seeing news na parang kahit i-take out natin si Gameboys in real life, we've been seeing news that the cases have been rising, the death toll has been rising, the recoveries has been rising din naman eventually. Pero parang Gameboys really did justice din sa mga tao na naapektuhan na they're not just statistics. It's just a very good approach na they're not just numbers. They're also human. They also have their families. They also have life. They also have families and friends affected na, oh my God, tumataas yung balahibo. Na they're not just numbers.
Oh, and they have other problems too outside of COVID. Diba?
Yes.
Really good job. Sino writer nito?
Idea first, ha? Ang galing-galing.
Pero wait.
Super.
Hey Ash, what up? So I want to add to what Mark said, diba? Parang making it more real, and also I think they also make the characters involved in let's say the story of the frontliners. Diba? Kasi remember in that one episode wherein Gav and Kai were talking, and Gav was stacking food for the frontliners.
Yes, yes.
So, parang, okay, so we have here a character who is actually helping out with the battle or di ba, helping out with the efforts against COVID, which is a good thing, di ba? Kasi parang we need to show more of that. Na
Yes.
maybe we don't just focus on the story in a bubble because this story is happening in the pandemic. Di ba? We're all societal people.
Right.
Or creatures. So therefore, what we do should also be rooted or grounded in what is happening in society. So, gusto ko yun na parang, nagpapackage ako dito ng mga pagkain para sa frontliners natin. Di ba? So, and it was also part of the character development for Gav. Diba? And it was also it was also a conversation piece because syempre yung banter ni Kaido, ayan, may posto ka na rin pala or something, mabait ka naman pala, di ba? So, yung mga ganung bagay, right? So, I think it was very, very intelligent how they injected what happened in society with what happened there, di ba? So, yun nga, supposedly they were gonna meet up. But because there was a lockdown in one of the provinces or one of the cities, they weren't able to do so. So, reality, di ba? Yung mga ganung bagay.
Yeah.
Tapos, yung pag-date nila, hindi pa rin lumabas. So, nag-date sila, like Mark said, responsible portrayal. So, mag-date tayo, pero we don't have to meet up because we need to follow the law.
Right.
So, mag-online date na lang tayo. Pero, di ba, during that one time, in this episode, he mentioned na parang malapit na niya i-break yung law kasi gusto niyang ikita si Pero may voice of reason, which is always Pearl, and she's like, ano ba yan? Ma-infect ka pa, daragdag ka pa sa sakit ng ulo at aalalahanin ng papa. Which is so true, di ba?
Galing.
Do because we have to be responsible. We not only have to protect ourselves, but we also have to protect the people around us. We don't only think of ourselves, we also think about how our actions might affect other people.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yeah.
So, yung mga ganung bagay, ang dami ko pang gusto sabihin.
Ilabas natin yan, mga moms, no? Ilabas yan.
Siguro I also wanna, siguro in terms of how smart they are in using media, if they needed to show more in-depth characterizations, they would use IG stories, di ba? So for example, yung mga nangyari in the past between Gav and Terrence, di ba? Yung pag-reveal why Kai is always wearing a bandana, it's something sentimental pala, etc. and so forth, di ba? Yung relationship between Kai and his dad, IG stories. So alam mo yun, parang the media is very effective. Hindi lang kinikwenta sa atin verbally, but it gives us a visual representation. And as you know, images are more powerful than words. So nakikita natin talaga yung development ng mga characters na to through social media, which again is very relevant because we are all on social media at the moment.
Relatable. Yep.
Yun. Okay, kayo naman muna.
Si Maya yata may sinasabi kanina.
No, I was just gonna say, because all of you are saying na lahat ng loose ends, they tie together. There's just one unresolved issue for me.
Okay.
And that is the open-ended question. Will there still be magic when they see each other outside of the online world?
Maybe we'll know. We'll know pa.
I think
So, di lang yung hope ko. My only hope is that magkita na sila sa next episode. Yun lang.
I think that's a very valid question, diba? Because maybe is it a clue when Pearl kinento niya yung nangyari sa kanila ni James sa parang online, grabe.
Yeah.
And so forth, ang pogi, tapos they meet up, sana naging screen na lang siya. Diba? So, you know, knowing the BL.
Yun. So, sana ma-resolve yun.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they will have chemistry kasi, di ba, parang that's the goal naman eh. We'll see.
Actually, yun yung hula ko na conflict what P. Maya said. Yeah, it's about their since sila na relationship issues na siya. Tapos, since nga they started with online dating, parang maninibago sila if they started going out na magkasama na talaga.
Right.
So yun yung hula ko.
Or will they ever get the chance to meet each other kaya?
That is a good question. Yeah, if there is, that might be what happens in the movie.
Yeah, or it
Baka naman, kasi MGCQ na, pwede na sila mag-shooting together.
Di ba?
Sana.
Nakabite si Kokoy at QC yata si Elijah.
Yeah.
So,
meet halfway, mga Mandaluyong, Makati.
Sa Mandaluyong shoot, bakla.
Para sa South, Makati ang gitna. Hindi
Yeah, true. Makati ang gitna.
Glorieta.
Nag-glow sila, no?
I just remember din pala. So, going back to media, di ba? Parang one of the other, clues that we got regarding Gabriel is, remember that part, and there was a screenshot going around, wherein he checked his email because he was sent an email by Kai for a secret message, etc. And then there was you would see na parang there were notifications, email notifications that Kai was online, Kai Mazing was online. And this goes back 5 months, which means talagang, di ba sabi ni Gav na inaral ko nga yung mga moves niya eh. Apparently, he was doing that for 5 months or 4 months.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Kai to an online game. So talagang, you would see it all ties together. And
my goodness.
Sabi nga ni Mark, if you have a details, makikita mo yun. So dahil yun, tinignan ko rin talaga. Pinost ko talaga yung video. And there you have it. 5 months ago, Kai is online. 4 months ago, Kai is online. Yung mga ganon.
What the hell?
Yes, etc. And fun fact, if you notice, during the first time that they battled, actually, there was another time that they battled. Makikita mo si Director Ivan Payag.
Nag-view din.
Is viewing.
Yes, nag-view siya.
May mga ganong snippets.
Ang talino, no? Very smart.
Which makes me wonder now, are the other people in the chat, are they people involved in the production as well? So that makes you wonder. So may mga ganong fun moments eh.
Right.
That's the director, yung mga ganong bagay.
Ang galing.
So very,
And by the way, yung brother niya doon, ni Kai, di ba, is really his brother na in real life eh.
In real life.
Nakawig din sila.
Din siya.
And ang galing din ng Martin ni Kuya.
Di ba in that montage where the dad was talking, reading his letter, there was a montage of photos, right? There was a photo with the dad and the kid. Is it possible that that's the third son and it's Paris?
Could be.
Yeah.
Paris is the real brother of Elijah and Jerome. Kasi tatlo sila eh. Tatlong brothers sila eh.
Right.
In real life. So, something like, maybe new characters to be introduced. Maybe we will see Pearl's love interest. Di ba? We don't know.
You'll never know.
Next 2 episodes.
Sila 2 episodes eh. Oo. Marami pang pwedeng mangyari in the last 2 episodes.
Exactly.
True.
So baka ma-expand, no? And maybe that's like a segue into the other series or maybe even to the movie. We don't know. Sana.
Never know. Patty, ano naman ang mga naramdaman mo?
Grabe, for the... Naiyok ako. Actually, I started na parang medyo teary-eyed dun sa part ng father when Kai received the email. Parang ako, nung binabasa yung email, parang ako, oh my gosh, it's so heartfelt. Parang nararamdaman mo talaga yung, parang it's just so real. It's just so real. Parang any parent will be sending that kind of letter to his to his or her kid talaga. Especially kung alam niya na mawawala na siya. And at the same time, I like also how it transitioned from a sad scene and then maya-maya, parang medyo na-balance out siya nung kilig and yung medyo happy scene na. And it actually ended on a happy note. Aside from that, siguro, eto na-mention, ang dami na na-mention kanina actually na that I was also thinking of. But what I love or what charmed me about the series is that it's very realistic. As I've mentioned earlier, parang it could be any of us. And yun nga, I think you've also mentioned this earlier na parang these people, yung mga affected ng COVID, they're not just statistics, they're not just numbers. But there are people behind these numbers. Meron silang kanya-kanyang kwento na hindi natin alam. And that's something that I really appreciated a lot about this series. And then for character development, yun nga, lahat sila nagkaroon ng character development all throughout. We were able to understand bakit ganito yung behavior ni ganito. Oh, very psych. Pero that's, I really appreciated that. And also, towards the end, I'm also looking forward kung paano nila i-end itong series na to. Will it end on a happy note? Or will it medyo malungkot? Diba? Or mag-end ba siya na open-ended ba siya kasi magkakaroon ng season 2? We'll never know, diba? Or we'll know after we watch the next episode. So that's also something to look forward to. Or kung magkikita ba sila this season? Or baka next season ba sila magkikita?
Aabangan natin, aabangan.
So, yun. So, nakaka-excite lang. And yun nga, I'm very, very happy that we were able, ang ganda ng reviews nating lahat eh, no? I think we were all at the same boat na parang this is one of the best.
I hope.
If not the best, this is one of the best series that we've ever watched. And to think na it's a homegrown talaga na project. It's a Pinoy project, diba? Parang it's very rare that we see quality projects nowadays.
True.
Diba? Parang it's always paulit-ulit, it's always the same. And now that we're on quarantine, they were able to devise ways on how they can come up with new stories and at the same time another innovative way of telling stories to us. So it's something fresh, it's something new, it's something that we can probably look forward to and baka maging trend din siya in the future. So let's let's probably expect for a lot series or for more series similar to this in the future.
Right.
So
Pati, I agree with you, no? Parang standard, siguro baka maging benchmark na to for other BLs in the future.
Kasi ang galing talaga. Tsaka yun nga, parang I think I've proven that kasi lahat tayo are at the same boat. I think it's not a 9, it's a 10 for all of us. Don't you agree?
Right.
I would agree.
Totally.
And sorry, has everyone mentioned their thoughts on this episode already? Or yes, okay.
I think yes.
Okay. Can we read? Sige, Adi, can you read that?
Okay. So this is from Lance. The beauty of the Gameboys, it's a good balance of impact, social relevance, kilig and story, which sometimes the others lack the balance of it. I agree with this comment.
So true, so true. Diba? Kasi there are series na parang super confined lang sila dun sa main couple. Parang bubble na talaga sila. Na parang hindi na, number one, hindi na develop yung mga other characters. Or number two, parang hindi siya, parang hindi siya grounded on, let's say, reality or whatever is happening around them. Yun.
Right. So he has another comment here, no? Ayan. So he's saying na parang they capture the nuances of who their characters are, and somehow they got actors who could portray them really, really well.
I'm curious. Curious ako. Nagkaroon ba ng audition for the roles of Kai and Love, or were they really handpicked?
Wala talaga. Binigay lang agad sa kanila.
Ang galing. Kung sino man yung nakaisip na ipag-pair sila, good job po. Ang galing. Ang galing.
Share what I heard dun sa podcast, diba? So basically, all of the characters are played by Idea First talents, except for Kyle, because Kyle is with Star Magic, diba? So technically, Kyle was the
Right.
only one who auditioned for the role, pero parang he auditioned for it and then he got it immediately as well. But for the other characters, parang nilapitan sila ng Idea First Company. Tapos sinabi, you want to do a BL? Well, they actually didn't say that it was a BL in the first place. They said, we're thinking of doing a series or a project. Would you like to get on board? And then, yes naman kagad sila. Because in a pandemic, you would like to get employed, right? You would like to remain employed. So later on, lang na-realize na BL pa. Pero regardless, they went and pushed through with it, di ba? It was also mentioned that si Elijah had the most difficult part, or had the most difficult time with his character because parang they're so different daw eh. Hindi siya ganun daw talaga. Pero with niya, parang ganun naman talaga si Kokoy, so no problems there. Tapos si Terrence, yung difficulty naman daw na na-experience niya, it was really parang catching up with the others because he went in on the 4th episode. So therefore, everyone else was already comfortable with the setup and,
Right.
with how things went, with the direction from the director. So mas madali na sa kanila. So overall, yeah, basically parang, okay, we wanna do a series, kayo na yun nandito, tara na. Ganun na lang. Alam mo yun. Parang round table discussion lang. O, ikaw nag-suggest, go. O, tayo na to ha, tayo na yung pagpapalaka dito. Okay, go. Parang ganun.
But nonetheless, it was executed well. Ang galing.
True.
So siguro in line with what we said, no, parang what could be our prediction of the season finale? Parang, di ko alam eh. Wala akong naisip talaga.
Ang hirap
Pero I
i-predict.
guess we touched on it earlier, no? Parang we mentioned
Right.
about
Little bit.
mentioned it as well in the chat box na parang baka ano na lang, denouement? Ano ba tawag doon?
Yeah.
Denouement.
Falling action, ganyan. Oo.
Correct. So parang, the loose ends have been tied up, so now it's more like parang yung reprise na lang or reprise.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really have a prediction, but maybe my thought on that is parang new characters and maybe a segue into either the other series or a movie.
Right.
May movie kasi. May movie ba?
My movie.
May movie daw eh. May mentioned, diba? Somebody mentioned a movie before, so we'll see. Hopefully.
Sige. Alright. So before we actually wrap up, wala rin si Maya. Papasukin na lang natin later, no? So let's have some sort of Gameboys trivia, no? We were able to post this sa page natin a little bit, no? Para lang ma-excite naman ng konti yung viewers natin. Let me just open the site. Okay, so every every week siguro na we are nearing towards the season finale ng Gameboys, we'll have a trivia. So here's our first trivia for this week, before we reach episode 10 ng our Gameboys. So trivia 1, yeah. So you can guess the actor or actress. Okay, so I'll just read through the characteristics, no? So this particular actor or actress played as Terrence in the film ata ito, no? Or film. Welcome Home in 2019. He's also known as Ronald. Okay, he was discovered in Little Earth Angel, I think in Laguna. Parang maliit pa lang siya na bata. Doon siya na-discover ng mga agents, no? He also studied culinary in one of the culinary schools. I'll not mention of the place. Mahuhulaan nila eh. And he once auditioned in Pinoy Boy Band Superstar 2000 in 2016. Papahulaan natin sa ating mga viewers. You can comment or parang comment your answers in the comment section. Okay, tignan natin kung sino mga kasama.
Guys.
So, let's figure out, sino tong actor?
Kasi dalawa
Hindi ko rin
option
kilala.
Hindi ko kalala.
Alright.
Actually, there was one giveaway for me.
Meron na, no? So, your choices would be like below. So, you have there Elijah Canlas, you have Kokoy De Santos, you have what's your name? Adriana So. Yeah, and Kyle Velino, no? So those are your choices. Ayan. So mga viewers natin dyan, sino tong actor or actress natin, right? So he played as Terrence, no? How coincidental, no? In the film or movie Hell Come Home of 2019, no, last
Si
year.
Terrence. Joke.
Terrence mismo, si Kyle Bellino mismo. Yan, so ano ba? I think ang biggest parang hint would be the last description, no? Once auditioned in Pinoy Boy Band Superstar in 2016, no?
Yun yung giveaway for me.
Right. And he was with who was the other actor? Nasabi mo?
Oh, si Elijah?
Or no. Itong guy na pinapahula natin. Parang may kasabayan siya dito sa Pinoy Boy Band Superstar. Eh.
Yes. The one from Hello Stranger.
Yeah.
Actor in Hello Stranger who also auditioned for Pinoy Boy.
Yes. So kasabayan niya, no?
Si
Ay, wala.
He auditioned for Pinoy Boy Band.
Si Adrian So, siya Nag-audition siya sa Pinoy Boy Band.
Mama, cute boy pala si Mama. Diba?
Ronald.
Yes. Ano yung mga guests niya?
O, saan ang guest natin?
Si, ano pangalan nito? Ano ko na sila sa characters nila. Gabriel lang sasabihin.
Gabriel, okay. Si Coco de Santos.
Coco.
Okay, o sino pang mag-guess?
Ako si Elijah.
Elijah, okay.
Okay.
Para maiba naman si Adrian. Charot. Si Elijah.
Lalaki pala siya.
Elijah din, okay. Alright.
Ako lang.
Sino pa ba? Mark, sino hula mo?
Ay, si Kyle.
Okay, si Kyle, no?
Si Kyle Bellino.
Iba yung itsura ni Kyle dyan, no?
Star Magic artist.
Medyo iba yun.
Kasi Star Magic siya. Oh my God.
Yes. Mikey, sino hula mo?
Si Kokoy.
Kokoy, okay. Kokoy de Santos. The right answer is...
Ay, tama ako?
Kokoy de Santos.
Oh.
Yay! What's the prize?
Boy band.
Actually, yun din yung clue ko kasi alam ko marunong siya kumanta eh.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
By the way, that's another thing with the series. Parang ano
He sang.
He sang, di ba? So, they
Oo,
used
kaya nga.
Elijah, he was the one, Nico mentioned this, he was the one who created the rap portion. Remember when he was apologizing to Gab?
Right.
Siya yung rap portion na yun. Ganun.
So ano, siguro dun sa mga nag-react dun sa post natin, there were like around 5 people, no? So I think those who got it right were Angeli Gurong and Arnulfo Doc Aducal Jr. Okay, congratulations. Ano yung prize nila? Baka we can invite them to guest in our next review siguro, no? We can invite them to comment and then, be part of the review. Okay?
They're okay with, turning their cameras on and appearing live.
Yes.
Sabi nga ni Kokoy, di ba? And which is another thing I love about the series, with your consent.
Yes!
Always.
Always ask for consent. So this is something na BLs have an issue with. So it's good that our Pinoy homegrown series is very big on consent. Thank you very much, Idea First Company.
Right. Ayan, so I think are we all happy tonight? I think masaya naman tayo lahat, no?
Very much.
Very much happy, no?
Yes.
I think it was a good way to end really the week, no? Some of us may have been so busy and stressed, no? Alam natin yan. But I think Gameboys gave us something tonight, and I think it was a beautiful experience. This episode 8, no? So for next week, we'll do the same live reaction review for episode 9 of Gameboys, and this is going to serve as parang countdown natin towards the last episode, which is the 10th episode. And sabi ni Mike kanina, baka may magkakaroon ng movie, no? After episode after season 1 of Game Boys.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, this is something that we will be looking forward to next week. So thank you so much, guys. Do you have anything else to share? Shout out siguro sa friends nyo.
Well, I have
Shout out to Idea first.
Yes.
Shout out
Idea
to Idea
first.
first.
Good job.
If you're watching,
Good
thank you
job.
very much for watching.
And Elijah, I love you so much. I love you so much, Elijah.
If you guys are watching, thank you for bringing us the series. I also wanna, parang may pahabol lang ako na commentary, I would guess. Kasi representation, di ba? So first off, Adriana saw her character Pearl. So there were moments there na yun nga, parang we thought that she was straight, etc. and so forth. But apparently, she also appreciates the same sex, di ba? Kasi yun nga, yung matching game niya with Catriona Gray. And also, when she was doing her IG stories, parang, have you kissed a girl? Yes, and I liked it. Ganun bagay. Right? And also, so that's for representation. And also, remember in the first episode, I think it was, na-surprise si Kai kasi yung pangalan ni Gabriel is Angel 2000, di ba? Tapos nung nakita niya, lalaki pala. And then sinabi ni Kai na parang, kasi bakit babae yung avatar mo or di ba, yung character mo?
Right.
And then Gab's response to that was, bakit kapag lalaki di na ba nagumamit ng babae?
Right.
Yes. Diba? Parang, why are we boxing people? Just because you're using a female character doesn't necessarily mean you are female or that you're any other, or whatever. Diba? So, yun.
Yung sinasabi niyo kanina na parang yung mga ganyang nuances sa narratives, napapasok nila na hindi ganun ka-awkward di ba?
Right,
parang
exactly.
pa rin yung, kumbaga, yung integrity ng buong production ng series, ng episode lang, no? Parang andun pa rin intact pa rin siya. So, galing. Idea first, Diyos ko. Kayo na talaga, no?
Also, also one other thing is, which is also a BL theme, diba? Or a BL time. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's a BL feature. Is straight guys falling for gay guys, diba? And that was kwento naman ni Terrence, diba? So parang when he was talking to Kai, he mentioned na parang, you know what, he's very charming kasi. Actually, I didn't know that I could fall for him. Actually, I didn't know that I could fall for a guy. Period. So, di ba? Yung mga ganong bagay.
Yeah.
So, I think the spectrum, it was all there. So, good job. Idea first.
Tsaka yung flavor ng Pilipino no? Kuhang-kuha nila kasi talaga. Yun lang.
Right.
Yeah.
Uy, sorry.
Alright, so
may naalala hindi na ako naubusan. Sorry. May naalala na naman ako. Di ba? Yung sinabi ni Adriana, di ba? Or ni Pearl, really. So parang si Kai kasi, he was asking Pearl na parang, hindi ba feeling mo na betray ka na dati, lalaki siya. Tapos parang eventually nalaman mo na he likes guys pala or something like that. That's how the conversation went, right? And then Pearl says, well, at least nga naging honest siya sa akin di ba? So parang he was brave enough to tell me, and di ba parang he thought na he was being honest with me, and that's important, di ba? So instead of leading someone on, di ba, parang you tell them who you are. You parang you stop the relationship because you don't know if this person is gonna fall for you and fall for your heart, etc. and so forth. Which was echoed by Kai when he made kwento his story with his best friend, di ba? Who fell for him as well. Sinabi niya na parang, no, hindi, because I think I'm into guys, etc. and so forth. So again, di ba, parang very important na, and this is something in BL trope as well, di ba? Parang the guy pretending to like the girl because, of societal pressure or because he hasn't realized himself what he really wants in life. Pero for them, even if Kai, for example, wasn't really sure about who he was yet, parang he really told the girl na parang, no, I think I'm into guys. So parang tapusin na natin, wag na natin ituloy ito, di ba? Ayun. There was I think it was Lance who also mentioned it, pero it was also something that crossed my mind when Kai said na parang, inunahan niya ako. Boom! Love Simon moment.
Simon moment.
It's not right for you to reveal someone else's sexuality when they're not ready to admit it to others. Diba? Parang you don't take that away from
Yes.
them. So this was also something that was mentioned in the series and that we should push forward. Diba? If they're not ready
Yes.
to say who they are, if they're not ready to label themselves, if they're not ready to tell you who they are, just accept them for who they are. Or just accept
Right.
them. Diba? So, ayun.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've run out. Thank you so much. Dami ko thoughts. Ay.
So, grabe talaga
Guys.
yung impact ng serye na to, no? Idea first, no? Grabe kayo. Ginawa niyo sa amin. Charot. Ayan, so one last comment here from Lance, in line to what Mike said, no? Sabi niya, and in their actors meet, I think an hour or 2 hours ago, the women were happy to the portrayal of Pearl as a non-toxic but a strong, independent woman driving the story too. Yeah,
correct. What I
thank you
liked
so much.
is, and this was what happened in this episode is, parang there is the usual BL trope na yung ex or a girl na toxic, which was yung kay yung friend niya, di ba? Pero the main character is a strong female independent woman, which is I'm so happy with. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair representation, eh. Okay, I think no. This is actually an opportunity for us to really express ourselves. Kaya nga siya review, eh, no? But it was really beautiful. I was really happy tonight. To all the viewers out there, maraming salamat for watching with us. We'll do it again next week and then the week after until the last episode of Gameboys. So maraming salamat to Idea First for allowing us to show your premiere. We really appreciate it. We are rallying behind you. And we're not only supporting Gameboys, we're also supporting the other BLs out there na Pinoy, no?
Yes.
Because we're also supporting yung homegrown talent and ideas ng Pilipino, definitely. No? Ayan. So I think this is where we end our session and our review. Thank you so much. It was really a beautiful night for everybody, no? So we would like to also invite everybody to follow us on our socials, no? Please go to Facebook at Bruhaha BL Squad. You can also check us on Instagram. It's at Bruhaha BL Squad. All right. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
See you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.